We're very, very fortunate. And when I post pictures of my rides, people from different parts of the world just say, "How lucky, Ted, you are. Do you know it?" And I always reply, "I know it. I never take a single day for granted." I invented the Sandstone Way, and there are thousands of people who do it every year. In 2015, I launched the Sandstone Way, which is an largely off-road route, not entirely, but it's mostly off-road between Berwick-upon-Tweed and Hexham. It's 120 miles long. Whether you do it north to south, south to north, it doesn't matter. I like to do it north to south because I think it flows better that way. And today we're going to take in the middle section, and as we have a look at the route and check things out, my eye's going to be looking at the waymarks, because I've put every single waymark on the entire 120 miles for both directions. So I know where they are and I know when they're missing.
Where are we, Jordan?
We're in Rothbury, northeast of England. Just yeah, the Cheviots, start the Cheviots really. So beautiful, beautiful part of the world.
What's the loop we're doing today?
What's the loop we're doing? So it's a Northumberland Gravel Epic, around about 60 miles.
Very careful what I call a hill and what I don't call a hill. I have a term which I use, which is a slopelet.
Okay.
This isn't a slopelet.
I'm riding with Ted and Jordan, and it's nice to be riding somewhere in my neck of the woods, a bit closer to home than I have been recently. And yeah, it's pretty brisk.
I've spent a lot of time exploring the byways, the bridleways and the hidden ways, and it's been enjoyable to share some of that knowledge with Jordan and to come up with a route which we think is really, really good. People who travel to the area and don't know it, they're going to be absolutely blown away with the quality of the scenery, the variety of terrain that we're going to be using. Well, the farmers probably put that sign up to say it's a footpath to direct people so they don't go into the yard. But it's not a footpath, it's a bridleway. So it is best to use the proper word. Mine's all way marked, and that means the route has been agreed, whatever the status. It's a tougher ride than people think.
Yeah, yes,
I'll tell you two things. People underestimate the route and they overestimate themselves.
Yeah, well, we don't, we've got batteries.
Oh, there you go. Anyway, but did you enjoy it?
Yeah, yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, no,
oh well, you'll not
so
like
far.
this next bit, it's awful.
This is Ted. He created the route, the Sandstone
Did you
Way.
really?
Yeah, yeah.
Pleased to meet you, mate. Pleased to meet you.
People still appreciate the waymarks. You know, I get that feedback.
Yeah. Have you put every single one up yourself?
I have put every single waymark up myself on the Sandstone Way and the Reaver cycle route off-road, and it's been a labour of love.
How many different routes around this area have you created?
I've lost count, but it's about 2,000 miles in the north of England of mapped and signed routes of different lengths and different grades, really, because some are main touring routes and others are link routes, but mapped and signed in that order. And I've probably got another several hundred miles tucked away, ready to be promoted if the funding to do that ever appears. I do it voluntarily, but it does have costs, and there's the demand. People just love getting out into remote places, and what I take great pleasure in doing is sharing my passion for countryside like this and remote places, and the love I have, enjoyment of taking people to discover them. The significance of this is a major junction in the in Harwood Forest, because that's the area we're moving into. This turn here goes past the bunkhouse, which is called Chartners, and it's just being renovated, and it's quite a special place. Hopefully you can swing around and get a view of it in a moment. But when you continue on that track, it takes you to one of the best descents in the whole of Northumberland, down to Harbottle field, and that is to be done. It's a challenge on a gravel bike, I can tell you, but it's possible. So it also makes the a shortcut for the Sandstone Way, and but what we're going to do is continue on the Sandstone Way through Harwood Forest towards Elston. But this is a pretty important junction. You need to put into your plans depending on which way you want to go.
To come back and do that descent.
You've got to. I tell you what, it is one of the best, and the views are expansive. They're right across the Cheviots into Scotland, and on a clear day, if you get enough height, you can see Orkney and Greenland.
We're heading through some cut blocks on our way to Elston. We're now in Elston, and are we stopping at the pub?
Yes, I think we're going to stop so you can get a coffee. Yeah.
We're going to try and get a coffee in the pub.
Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you very much.
Thank you, see you later.
Yes, bye-bye.
Enjoy the cafe stop.
Oh yeah, beautiful. Good bit of cake, good coffee. The sun's out for Northumberland, I'd say.
What's the plan now, Ted?
Change the shades. Oh, change the shades is the plan now. No, the plan is to head over into the MOD land on roads that we are allowed to use, and then it's up and down, and it's major up and down. But we make our way across to Harbottle, lovely little village, and then on up to Ormond.
Enjoying the climbing?
Yeah, great. Can't really come to Northumberland without any hills. Not any of the major ones, but yeah, some of the short little kickers definitely.
Me, Jordan and Ted were recceing a route for glorious gravel. And when's the route? The ride going to be?
July the 7th.
So July the 7th. We've peeled off from the Otterburn Ranges, and we're now heading on the red gravel of Harbottle Wood.
Jordan?
Yeah?
I didn't get the
sandwich?
memo about the snack stop. Apparently there's been pizzas brought, and you've got a massive sandwich.
Yeah, you can have a bit of my sandwich.
I wasn't told we're having a picnic.
Oh. We're in Northumberland, there's nothing here. What do you expect? Check out this big oh, it's a bit bashed up, is that alright?
What is it?
Cheese and a few olives in there, bit of mayo.
Homemade pizza. Can't beat it.
What is special about the gravel here?
Well, this will be one of the few events in the country where gravel bike riders will be riding red gravel. And the red gravel comes from a quarry at Biddleston, which is a tiny little hamlet not very far up the valley from a slightly larger hamlet called Ulwinton. Now it's quarried there uniquely, and all the roads are made with red gravel in this area. We've paused for 10 minutes to have our scran. You'll see that all the trees have been cleared from this area of hillside here and completely changed the vista, and now we can see for many miles. You can see Simonside that we passed when we first set off. But when Storm Arwen came, it wreaked absolute havoc to the trees, and it completely closed these forest roads, and it shut all the rights of way, and there was huge amount of damage. Great tribute to the Forestry Commission, to Forestry England, the staff who work there.
We've just passed Clennell Hall and we're now looping back towards Rothbury, currently going up a steep gravel climb. Thanks Jordan for opening the gate.
It's alright.
Then hopefully it's rolling downhill back towards Rothbury. I've actually never ridden on this trail, so no idea where it goes.
Well, this is the track that takes us up to Biddleston, and the balcony road that goes around the southern slope of Cheviot, really, and we'll follow that for a couple of miles, and then we head south back towards Rothbury. Well, when we started this morning on this amazing, glorious gravel bike route, we followed the Sandstone Way for about 7 or 8 miles, and then we did a big loop round and we're back onto the Sandstone Way. Now you can see a typical waymark here. This is one of the larger ones which I put up at key junctions, because we're at a junction of a track and a road, and it needs to be easier seen than one of the small ones. But they all cost money. And the route, as I described earlier, is 120 miles in each direction, funny enough. And there are other variations, shortcuts and so on. So they all have to be waymarked. And that, as I say, costs money. Now, everybody who's ridden the Sandstone Way, we do ask them if they would donate at least the cost of a pint of beer. And that's easy done. Goes to the Sandstone Way at Northumberland National Park, and so it's easy. You just contact Northumberland National Park, or the link will be on the web page for the glorious gravel bike route, and click on that. If you've ridden the Sandstone Way, please donate something towards it, and if you haven't ridden it, please donate something towards it.
After being overcast for most of the ride, the clouds have parted and we've got a beautiful bluebird day to end the ride. It's nice to see some sun in the UK. Still in all my kit, but
Still in full winter gear, but yeah. Gloves are off.
yeah, gloves are coming off.
No idea the quality of riding that you've got here, and they're going to absolutely love it.
Well, I hope so.
I bet they do.
Where are we now?
We're in Scrub Cycles to finish the ride off with a mug of tea. So it's a new bike shop in Rothbury. run by Andy.
Rothbury just seemed like the ideal place. What with all the gravel riding, there's a sandstone way that comes through. A lot of road guys come up from Newcastle on the weekends, and obviously there's tons of mountain biking that you can do straight from here. And it just seemed like there's a whole community of people out this way who aren't being served. Whether it's runners or mainly riders, there's just so many outdoor types of people around here that it just felt like the right place to be. So we took the keys to the unit in September last year, with a view to being open for the back end of the summer, which things kind of dragged on, as it ended up being an official opening in November. Although, to be honest, if it had been left up to me, I probably would have been the new year by the time I'd actually got around to opening. People who knew Tomlinson's Bike Cafe will probably be quite familiar, because we're basically opposite them. If you've never been here before, just head towards the bridge from the town.
The first left before the bridge.
From the village, sorry. Got to call it a village. Cut that bit out. But yeah, if you're in the centre of the village and you cross the river, you've gone too far.
We just finished the ride at Scrub Cycles in Rothbury. We've been riding for 8.5 hours, with only 4.5 of those actually pedalling. 70k, and yeah, heading back to the car, but been a good day out.
Good day? Great day out. Sun's eventually came out. We've lost 10. It's gone wrong.